You're watching Cooking in Color. We're here. Happy Thanksgiving. That's all I gotta say. We're about to make a smorgasbord of different sides. No proteins, just sides. I think that people lose it on the side, so I just want to show you a couple of quick tips. We're gonna start today with some sweet potatoes. We're gonna do like a candied yam, but it's gonna be quick. Super duper easy. As you can see, I already started to cut my sweet potatoes. It's in a saute pan, really, really simple. My oven set at 400 degrees. Some salt, pepper, a little bit of brown sugar. How this one came about is, I was cooking at the house, you know what I'm saying? I was doing Thanksgiving with the family, and my mom was coming over and she said she wanted some yams and I had forgot to start them. So I just sliced them up real thin. This is some lemon zest, a little bit of citrus, goes right on top. A little bit of orange juice, cinnamon, and some fresh nutmeg. Gonna pop it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes at 400. We'll be right back with some more Cooking in Color.
Resorts World Casino in Queens. Come play. Come dine. Come unwind. Resorts World Casino in Queens. Come play, dine, and unwind.
Always have a pot of boiling water when you're cooking because you can blanch off, like we're gonna blanch off the carrots. One note to everybody, just so you guys know about me. On Thanksgiving, I really don't eat a lot of meat. I'm all about the sides. What I love, which people have known to love and grown to love about me and what I cook, is Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. So it's all about having a hot pan. Making sure the pan is hot. The Brussels sprouts are already cut. Sometimes if you have small Brussels sprouts, you don't have to cut them. I have some water boiling in the back because we're gonna do some candied carrots, and then we're gonna do some Swiss chard with some wilted leeks. So we got a whole bunch going on right now. And I'm gonna show you how quick and easy it is. All of this literally can be made and set if it's prepped in 30 minutes. I'm saying make sure your pan is nice and hot for your Brussels sprouts. So we're gonna take our Brussels sprouts and put them down. That's what you want. You see that nice sear. Me, I'm very, very anal, so I like to put all the sides down because I want the color. Get a nice sear on them. I'm gonna take our salt and put it there. And I'm literally gonna let it sit and roast for about 3 minutes. Now we're gonna take our leeks. Same premise about making sure that the pan is hot. They're in the onion family. I like them nice and blistered, charred. Get some good color to them. If you notice, these pans are non-stick pans. And they're all metal, so they can go directly into the oven. That's really what you want. You don't want it to be where you have plastic handles and you can't put it in the oven. Nice color. Now remember, this is gonna be for the Swiss chard. Now my Brussels, what I wanna do is I wanna flip it over. That's beautiful. Put a little bit of butter. Now I'm gonna take this, and she's gonna finish in the oven. Let's move this over now. So now we're gonna take the stems from my Swiss chard, put them in there. You really don't wanna cook it hard. Season it with salt. Toss it a little bit. Take a little bit of water. Let that steam up a little bit. That color scheme on there is gonna be great. Then you're gonna have your browns, then you're gonna have your oranges. It's gonna be looking like fall on the table with all these roasted meats. It's gonna be dope. Take some of our chard. Because Swiss chard is, for me, I love it, but I think that a lot of people forget about it. It's a very, very nice vegetable. Listen, you don't have to use as much butter as I do. You can also use like a vegan butter, you know what I'm saying, a tofu butter, whatever you want to use depending on your dietary restrictions. Salt is good for this vegetable because it really doesn't have flavor. It has a lot of water. So I'm going to take that butter. That butter's going to go in there. And the oven is your friend. Take it. Pop it in the oven. Now we're gonna do some candied carrots. Water's boiled, it's salted. I'm gonna drop the carrots in there for about a minute, minute and a half. Oh yes. Look at this right here. The nice flip, that nice color on there. See that? That's exactly what you want. Ooh, that nice sizzle, sizzle, pop. So we have our finishing salt right here. Oh yeah. And then I have some citrus oil. Boom. Like I love Swiss chard, it's so earthy. Earthy greens. And then that juice right there, that's just love right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pot, strain off my carrots. We moving. So we're gonna take a little bit of orange juice, some brown sugar. If nobody knows what that's from Bad Boys 1, classic. When Martin is walking in the house, he's like, "Excuse me, can I borrow some brown sugar?" That's where that comes from. What you're gonna do is you're gonna add a little bit of salt for some flavor. Oh yeah. Then we got some brown sugar here. Put that brown sugar in there like that right there. So now we're gonna take the carrots and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just let this reduce. Know your kitchen, know your oven. If you know that potatoes are gonna take a long time, make sure you get them on first thing. That's why we got the first thing that we did was put on the potatoes, so they'll be ready in about 10 minutes. That 30-minute time is necessary. And then we take this right here. Oh yeah. So we're gonna take that, put that on. I told you our chef is cooking today. So now what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do, you already have a lot of love on the bottom from the sugars, from the sweet potatoes, from the brown sugar, from the orange juice. That's good. So now I'm gonna take it, this is dope, layer them in here. Oh yeah, yeah. Talk sexy to me, sweet potatoes. Yo, I love cooking. I love it, I love it, I love it. So now, reduce down a little bit, throw that butter in there, now we're gonna do the swirly swirl. We're gonna pour this just over the top. Look, 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 look. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Ticker, ticker, ticker. Yo, this looks so dope. I never thought to put pickled raisins on, but there's a chef down in Florida. He's one of Oprah's best chefs. He's a good friend of mine. I consider him a friend. His name is Kenny Gilbert. He put them on his joint. I gotta do it on mine. He cooked for Oprah. So, shoot, if it's good for Oprah, it's good for us, y'all. Cooking in color. Sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, Swiss chard. This is Maldon salt. It's finishing salt. You just want to put a little bit on top. A little bit of citrus oil, because that pop, I like to put citrus on it, creates like a balance. But just make sure it's enough. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have like 18 different sides. You don't have to have 10 chafing dishes. That's not necessary. Just enough for everybody to eat, enjoy themselves, and then get out the house. Because that's what I want. I want people to get out of my house. And I don't need them staying. We cooking in color. We not living in color. We cooking, and we eating, and we going. It's a wrap.